Welcome to the Eternal City, a place once known as the center of the world. Rome is a maze of cobbled lanes, fountains, and ruins that will grab you by the heart. In every piazza and every step, layers of time and the aroma of espresso conspire to make you stay forever. So what is it that keeps travelers coming back to Rome again and again? From the very start, Rome warns you, if historical cities seduce you, you're already lost. The Colosseum rises like a stone shell at sunrise, built nearly 2 millennia ago. 2,000 years ago, over 50,000 Romans filled these seats, watching gladiators cross the sand beneath vast awnings. Have you felt history tug at your sleeve? One ticket lets you climb narrow stairs to look across the Forum. But beware, your heart may linger. Down below the Colosseum, the stones of the Forum lie like pages of an open book, some still upright, others cracked and scattered. Back when Rome was young, this plaza was alive with markets and speeches. Now, thyme and poppies push up through marble and travertine. On the ridge next door, umbrella pines cast stripes of shade over Palatine Hill, and stories of Romulus and emperors swirl in the breeze. Wander the paths where herbs crackle in the sun. Here, emperors built their palaces. Do you imagine how it felt to rule the world from this hill? Above the Forum, the Capitoline Hill holds Michelangelo's Piazza. Marcus Aurelius rides at its center, while museums guard emperors, the she-wolf with twins and bronze geese. From here, Rome fans out beneath your feet like a map you could fold. Traffic whirls around Piazza Venezia, where old and new streets cross in a ballet of cars and scooters. The altar of the Fatherland rises like a tiered wedding cake, built to honor Victor Emmanuel II, the first king of unified Italy. Wide steps lead to the tomb of the unknown soldier and eternal flames that never flicker. From the rooftop terrace, domes and terracotta roofs roll to the horizon. Locals nickname it the typewriter. Yet at sunset, its columns blaze and statues glow. Is it a monument or Rome, reminding you that every era leaves its mark? Via del Corso is a river of people. Horses raced here. Now crowds chase fashion and gelato. A whisper of water draws you down a lane to the Trevi Fountain. Travertine gods tumble over rocks, Oceanus steering a shell, while Tritons tame seahorses. Completed in the 1750s, this Baroque performance is both artwork and superstition. Toss 1 coin to return, 2 to find love, 3 to marry. Every day, thousands of coins glint in turquoise water and are gathered for charity. Would your fingers twitch just in case? Stay long enough to see sunlight turn marble to gold. A few streets away, the Pantheon welcomes you with a forest of granite columns quarried in Egypt and dragged across seas. Step inside, and the dome opens above you like the night sky, its concrete oculus letting in a perfect circle of light. When it rains, water drains away through tiny holes in the slightly sloped marble floor. The naked eye may not notice it, but the diameter of the dome equals its height, creating an equilibrium that has stood since the age of Hadrian. Its coffered ceiling reduces weight and casts shifting shadows. The temple, once dedicated to all gods, now contains the tombs of kings and the painter Raphael. Would you stand in the center and look up until your neck aches, feeling both small and centered at once? On most days, entrance is free, but the price you pay is measured in awe and in minutes lost staring at a single patch of sky. Piazza Navona curves like the outline of an ancient stadium because it was built upon the arena of Emperor Domitian Bernini's Fountain of the Four Rivers anchors the center, with marble river gods writhing around an obelisk and animals peeking from stone. At either end, Neptune battles a sea monster and a Moor wrestles a dolphin. Cafes spill onto cobbles, artists sketch portraits, vendors sell chestnuts, and the sound of an accordion carries over voices. Have you ever watched shadows lengthen across Baroque facades while sipping espresso, feeling the square pulse beneath you? Early morning light paints fountains pink, and late at night, the crowd thins until you can hear water talking to stone and footsteps echo through the arcades. Every winter, the square fills with market stalls and carousels. In summer, it becomes a stage for street performers and painters. Children chase bubbles that float above the cobbles. If these glimpses of Rome stir something in you, subscribe to join our journey and tell us where your curiosity wants to go next. Cross the Tiber into an independent state and step into St. Peter's Square. Bernini's colonnades curve like open arms, an Egyptian obelisk stands at the center, and fountains murmur on either side, catching sunlight in spray. Pilgrims and pigeons share the cobbles, craning necks toward the dome. At the far end, the facade of St. Peter's Basilica rises, crowned by a dome Michelangelo-shaped. Inside glows the Pietà and the high altar above the tomb of the Apostle. Swiss guards in uniform stand at attention near the bronze doors, a reminder that you are entering a sovereign state with centuries of rituals. Behind the Basilica, the Vatican museums wind through galleries of maps, tapestries, and Raphael rooms, culminating in the Sistine Chapel, where Michelangelo's ceiling depicts creation and judgment with muscular figures and brilliant blues. Have you ever looked up so long that your neck ached, but still you couldn't look away? A ticket grants entry to the smallest country on Earth and its art, a doorway into faith and power and into your own sense of wonder. Downriver, a round fortress stands on the bank of the Tiber, its walls thick and weathered. Originally built in the 2nd century as a mausoleum for the Emperor Hadrian, Castel Sant'Angelo later became a papal stronghold and a prison. Popes fled here during sieges and stored treasures within. A covered corridor called the Passetto links it to the Vatican, a secret escape route high above the ground. On the bridge leading to its gate, angels carved by Bernini's pupils hold instruments of the Passion. Their stone wings catch sunlight and pigeons, and each angel's face is different. From the ramparts, you can watch boats drift below, see the dome of St. Peter's hovering in the distance, and feel a breeze off the river. Inside are spiral ramps, armor, and frescoes. Outside, legend says the Archangel Michael appeared on the roof to end a plague. At the very top stands a bronze angel, still sheathing his sword. Imagine emperors resting beneath your feet and medieval soldiers patrolling above. Would you rather not feel goosebumps and imagine horns sounding? On Rome's quiet Giannicolo Hill, Il Fontanone flows before a sweeping panorama of roofs, domes, and distant mountains. Piazza di Spagna unfolds at the foot of the Spanish Steps. In the center, the Barcaccia fountain, shaped like a sinking boat, bubbles fresh water you can cup in your hands. The wide stone staircase climbs to Trinità dei Monti and blooms with azaleas in spring. People sit on the steps to eat gelato, read, sketch, or watch life flow by. On one side opens Via dei Condotti toward luxury shops. Isn't it curious how a staircase can be both meeting place and theater? Centuries of footsteps have polished the stone and warmed it. Via Condotti stretches from Piazza di Spagna, North of the center, Villa Borghese spreads like a green lung. Within its gardens, you find a lake with rowboats, a carousel, lawns for picnics, and shady paths leading to museums. Artists sketch trees and children run in circles. Climb to the Pincio Terrace to reach a balcony overlooking Piazza del Popolo. The view frames twin Baroque churches and an obelisk stolen by Augustus while traffic circles below. Down in the square, travelers once entered the city through the gate. Now they gather for concerts and demonstrations under the gaze of Santa Maria del Popolo. Up here, you watch the sun set behind domes and feel both above and within Rome. Thank you for wandering through Rome. These stones and stories have survived centuries and still inspire. If your feet itch for more journeys, stay with us as we seek the next place where time and beauty meet. This is World Adventure OS, the operating system for global wonder. Like what you saw? Give it a like. And to keep traveling with us, subscribe and turn on alerts.